more time in this. Seriously.
Good to see you're in the spirit, boy. Let's get started.
Duke Nukem Manhattan Project. I mean, 3D was pretty good last year. When did this come out?
2002. 10 gold medals for MURICA in MURICA.
So then that's 6 whole years for 3D Realms to perfect their craft. Yeah, this might be okay! I was not expecting 2D. The previous 2D games were awful. Why would you go back to that style? Maybe it was your attempt to make up for how awful the first 2 games were? And if that was the case, then kinda did. The game wasn't nearly as good as Duke Nukem 3D, but it was still a fairly decent game. The guns are responsive, the action is surprisingly well paced for a 2D game, and most of the environments are pleasantly interactive. Oh, did you get the impression the game was good? Well, there were issues. Big issues, such as enemies completely off-screen can attack you before you have any idea they're even there. You move too fast, so enemies will get on top of you for a free hit before you can even respond unless you already knew their placement. 2D means a lot of corridors that all look the same, so being lost in a level is a permanent fixture. And why does the jump button turn off the jetpack instead of flying up? It's impossible to tell if something is a leap of faith or a death plane, especially with the game's obsession with secrets. Why do I get nothing no matter how many nukes I collect? Collect 1 nuke that you had to run through in order to complete the level. Same effect as hunting every nook and cranny of the level, but only finding 8 or 9 because I simply can't find where the last one's supposed to be. There should be some reward for how many I find, not just for finding all 10. That's enough complaints for now. What's the gameplay like? You're Duke! Navigate the 2D level, shoot the enemies you come across, find the keycard to leave the area, and defuse the bomb with a bait strapped to it.
You're my hero.
Babelicious.
You clearly spent a lot of time sculpting her, body. Not so much her face. I can't imagine what your priorities were on.
Thank you.
I go where I please, and I please where I go.
It's a simple gameplay concept, and the story isn't very deep. Mutants are attacking Earth and try to kill the president. Go murder them all and work your way down to their cyborg scientist boss. Nice and simple. Every 3 maps you'll fight a boss that's a joke the moment you get a minigun. This is a boss fight. Yes, really. Despite my complaints, I had fun with the game too. It's Duke, and I've always seemed to have fun with Duke even if the game's not perfect. The pacing felt pretty solid, even if some sections lagged on for a bit. The action was fun and engaging, and yet I didn't finish it. It wasn't for the reason I thought I wouldn't finish the game, though. If you're playing the game, then as soon as you start, go into the graphics menu. If you're anything like me, the game will be rendering via NVIDIA GeForce, i.e. my graphics card, i.e. the thing with which your computer renders things. You need to click on that, and it will change to something else that I don't know why it exists or what it is. You must do this to complete the game, because if you don't, the game will not let you double jump, and you simply cannot complete the game without double jumping. I was trying all kinds of things I found online before I found one single commenter in a forum who had suggested this fix. Thank you, mysterious stranger, you allowed me to get to the end of the game. That's right, I made it to the end. The final boss was incredibly unfair though because it saved while I had practically no health and made me keep starting over. But I was getting the patterns down. And then, the game crashed. I hadn't had a crash before this, and because I was engaged in playing and streaming, I hadn't saved since I was halfway through the game. I looked at how far back it was, and I remembered the several miserable levels that had fallen right in the middle of the game. I imagined playing them again, and spending all that time to find the nukes that I'd gotten again. I then put the game down and walked away. It'd been fun while it lasted, but I wasn't doing that again. Overall, this game was not the worst start to MURICA month that I could have had. If you're a fan of Duke, then it's probably worth playing it and you'll have some fun. But if you're hit or miss on him, it's probably safe to give this one a pass.
Yep, that was going to be a face. Not the top.
How did I do that?
Terror. I'm putting money on Mortal Terror. Nope, not enough. Like, as I let go, I'm like, nope, that one ain't gonna work.
Almost got it back too.
Nope, right about here.